Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I you guys can see from the title that this is a full-on contouring and highlighting video. I didn't do my eyes in this video, but I do have another video coming for you guys on this eye look, so be sure to be on the look on that. But I did do the whole face in this video, like foundation, contouring, highlighting, the under eye highlighting, and like highlighting and bronzing, and I did all that in this video. I just didn't do the eyes, and I did do my brows off camera like I always do. So before we get started, are you guys subscribed? If you're watching this video right now, are you subscribed? If you aren't subscribed, what are you doing? You need to be subscribed. Like, come on, just be my friend. Let's all just be friends and talk about makeup and talk about different things. Yeah, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to see how to contour and highlight step by step, kind of like for beginners in a way, then keep on watching. Okay guys, so we're just gonna jump right into it. I'm gonna go ahead and put on my foundation because, as you guys can see from the title, I'm going to be doing like a fully step through contour video. So I have this little sample. You guys know, I'm pretty sure from my previous video, that I get a lot of samples from Sephora because I don't want to spend all that money on expensive things and I don't like it. So this is the YSL blurring primer, and I've been wanting to try this, and every time I go in Sephora I forget to ask for a sample. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this. I've heard that this primer is really good. Ooh, so far I like how just doing that, how it feels. Now it has a little smell to it, so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Hopefully this doesn't break me out. And then of course you guys know I'm going to go with my Mario Badescu to lock it into my face. And for today's foundations, I'm going to be mixing the LA Girl Pro Coverage in the shade Warm Beige and this L'Oreal True Match in the shade W7, which is Caramel Beige. I always like to go in with the darker shade first, just so I know, okay, well, this is how much of the light shade I need. And these two foundations are amazing. They're both drugstore, both very affordable. And now I'm going to take my beauty sponge from Real Techniques to blend this in. I feel like I take years to blend my foundation into my face. I just really like to make sure it's blended, and that's a tip to really getting a flawless skin looking foundation. I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently because I want this to be like a full-on contouring and highlighting video. Now, I watched Carli Bybel's contouring and highlighting video, and it really inspired me because it's like, for one, I don't have this on my channel, and a couple of you guys have asked me for videos like this before. So I was like, well, why not? Let me put this on my channel. So I am going to be using some of her tips and tricks because I like the way that it really came out. If you guys know of Carli Bybel and watch her videos, you're probably gonna think, well, dang, she's using all of her steps. It's just something I wanted to try differently, and I wanted to see if it worked for me as well, the way that she does it. So it's not me copying her. So for contouring today, I'm going to be using this Pur Cosmetics Contour Studio Pro palette, which is this right here. And I'm going to be using this darker shade right here. I'm going to be using this Real Techniques pointed foundation brush to lay down the product. I'm going to take this maracuja oil and just like take a little drop and put it into the contour shade just so it can be a little creamier, and just mix that together. I literally just put one drop. Then I'm gonna just take it and go around my forehead just like this. Take it right about here. And I like the tip where she said to go a little bit higher than where it normally would be, because where your actual like contouring or the sculpting of your cheek actually goes, because sometimes when I do blend my contour shades, I do go down a lot more. So that was actually an amazing tip. And then she did it right on her nose. Let me move my mirror closer so I can get this precise. Just like that. And then also she goes right on her lips to give her that bigger effect of fuller lips. So she went right down here in the middle. And then she went right over here. And then she also did take some on the bottom here to give it the bigger effect. And then she also did go around this area of her face, but for me, I don't really like to do that personally, so I'm going to skip that step. So now that I have all the darker shade for the contouring, I'm going to go in with the concealer now. Now, I've never done this before. I've never put the contour shades on first before concealing, so we're gonna have to see how that works. And so I'm going to take the Tarte Shape Tape and go right under my eyes. I'm like running out of it anymore. On my forehead area. And a little bit on my chin. And then just a little in these areas. And you guys know I like to let it sit on my face just so it can get a little thicker so it can be more full coverage. So I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit and then we'll come back to blend it. Alright, so I'm back and we're gonna take the other side of my beauty sponge just to blend in this concealer. And I'm making sure that I am blending it and not really into the contour shade because you do want to still blend that contour shade. And I'm kind of bringing it up against my nose as well, but not covering the contour shade all the way because I do want to kind of blend that out a little bit so it's not so sharp. My dog is like dreaming and his tongue, I wish you guys could see him right now, his tongue is literally sticking out of his mouth. And if I haven't told you guys, I feel like I haven't told you guys this in a while, but you guys want to make sure your beauty sponge is damp. You never want it to be dry, like ever. So now that that is all blended in, I'm going to take my e.l.f. stippling brush that I always use to blend out my cream contours. I literally feel like this is the best to blend out cream contours because you really have that control. So what I'm going to do is just blend it, and I'm blending up in an upward motion. And I'm like bringing it down to my cheeks and just blending it up. And then kind of bringing it down, and I'm just blending the shade on my forehead up until the areas that, you know, I didn't put the shade. My hair is messing up all crazy. And I'm kind of like brushing it up while blending it into my skin too. Forehead is snatched, you guys. Am I the only one where I'm like contouring and I'm like moving my head like this? Like, what does that even do? And then for my lip contour, I'm just going to take this little brush that I got, this Luxley brush. This is the 213T mini brush, and I got this in a BoxyCharm box. So I'm just going to take that to blend that in. And I'm kind of just like going back and forth on the side. Then I'm like going down and then so up, pushing it in, down, pushing it in, down. And the same for the middle as well. And then we can't forget about down here. So I'm just kind of like bringing it down. Now I'm going to go do my brows real quick and then we will finish the rest. Alright, so now that my brows are done, I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit more of concealer so I can start to blend out this nose area. And I'm just taking it right along the nose where I didn't put the contour shade. To blend that in, I'm going to take this BH Cosmetics number 6 brush, and I am just tapping it into my nose like so. also dragging it down as well so the lines can, like, you know, kind of stay there. I was like so intrigued by the way she was contouring, and I was like, wow, I need to do this. So that's why I'm doing this. And I'm also, after I kind of like blended it in to where it's kind of like drying now, I'm just taking it and going over the contour shade, but not completely. And the same for the other side. So I think the best thing to do is to kind of blend it in first and then kind of work its way up to the darker shade and just like tapping it in. And now I'm going to take my beauty sponge and just blend this in. Alright, so now that that is blended, I'm going to go in with my beauty sponge to make sure all of the creases are gone from under my eyes. And I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me powder. You guys know I love this setting powder. And then I'm going to take this Real Techniques Expert Face Brush to apply this powder under my eyes and around my face. I feel like I haven't done this technique in so long. Like, I used to use a brush, but then I just got onto like the beauty sponge wagon, I guess you could say. But maybe it's time to, like, you know, switch things up some. I'm just working this into my skin. I'm kind of missing the brush. Like, playing with it now, you get so much more control. And then, of course, I'm going to make sure there's no creasing on my lids, because I did go ahead and set it with some concealer after I did my brows. And I'm going to just set my eyes. And then I'm going to also take the brush and kind of just pat it under where I contoured at. Okay, so next I'm going to actually set the cream contour, and I'm going to use the Itsmyrayeraye palette. I've been loving this contour shade. This is in the shade Mocha, and I'm taking this Morphe M530 brush. I'm just going to go ahead and go over this shade. And I feel like a fluffy brush is the best for an application for contouring. And then what you guys normally see me do is go in with this e.l.f. brush to define out my nose and set that some more. And I'm really just taking it exactly where I had put the cream. So for this line's not that nice. I'm gonna take this Wet n Wild brush that I always use to blend it out, and I'm going up towards my brow and going down, going back up, and then going back down, just to fully blend this in. And you really want to make sure that you blend out the contour shades on your nose, because you do not want to be walking around with two lines on your nose. That is just not cute. I'm going to take actually the same brush that I use to blend out the concealer on the edges of my nose, but the other side, to put some powder to kind of clean it up just a little. All right, now that my nose is contoured, and I'm gonna go on to bronzing up my face with an actual, like, more orangish, not orange, but peachy tone bronzer that I like to use, and you guys already know. It is my Milani, my fave. And I'm just going to take this brush to go in just a tad bit to bronzing it up just a little bit more. And then I'm going to take my favorite blush, and this is the, they don't really have a shade, I don't think. I love this blush so much. Literally my favorite blush now. But I think I want to go in a little bit extra and use like a pink one today. So I'm going to go in with this Tarts one that I got from Sephora for my birthday gift, just to get my cheeks a little bit rosier. Now, before I do forget, I do want to go in on the areas like under here to kind of warm it up a little bit, because I might have covered it a little bit with just the powder and the concealer. And I'm taking the shade, it's my Itsmyrayeraye palette, and also right here and right here kind of give it that bigger effect, you know. Alright, so now that the face and the contour is pretty much done, I'm going to go ahead and kind of just give my face a little bit of life, I guess you can say. So all of these like powders and creams can just really come together. And I'm going to use this Pure Hydrating Mist. And something about this one I really enjoy. It makes me cough. Okay, so now that that is set into my face and everything is like coming together now, I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyes off camera, and then I'll be back to like finish the rest of the face. All right, so I am back. Eyes are done. I actually filmed this look, so if you guys like this eye look, be sure to be on the lookout for that video coming really soon. So I want to come back up here and do my highlighting and, you know, my lips to finish off. I didn't want to just leave you guys hanging, so I'm gonna go back and then spray my face with this Pure Miracle Mist one more time. All right, and for today's highlight, I'm going to go in, you guys really can't see it, but I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Hustla Baby. Going in with that shade. I haven't used this highlight in a very long time. And I am using the Makeup Shack T15 brush. And then take a little bit of what's left and do on my forehead. And then I'm going to take this BH Cosmetics number 10 brush to do my nose highlight. Also my brow bone. And then a little bit on my cupid's bow. And also right here in these areas. Alright, so for lips, I'm going to go in with this nude Truffle NYX lip pencil. This is my all-time favorite lip pencil. Well, one of my favorite nude brown lip pencils. And I need to sharpen this. Okay, so I can't I can't find my lip pencil sharpener, so I'm gonna try to get as much as I can out of this. And then I kind of just do my lips like this and do a line in the middle. And then over here and over here and also right here. Now I don't do this all the time, but I wanted to show you guys how you can kind of get that effect of having fuller lips. And now I'm going to take this matte shade from Lenalashes, but the name isn't on here, but I believe the shade is Brown Sugar. I will make sure to put the correct shade in the description box below. But this is a perfect nude shade. It goes so well with this lip liner. This is like my favorite nude lip gloss. I mean, matte lipstick. Alright, so I'm going to go change real quick and get out of this comfy, super chill shirt. And I will be right back with the finished look. So I am back. I went and did my hair a little bit. My ponytail is looking real skimp right now. Like my curls are like just brushed out because I've had my hair in a bun for the last like days of my life. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned the different aspects to contour. Everybody contours different. I want to give a huge shout out to Carli bybel for, you know, putting that video on her channel, because I feel like even though I did my own technique, this one like really helped and was stepped through, because I never really watched, I don't think I've ever really watched a full-on contouring video. So it was definitely helpful, and I wanted to bring that to my channel just in case you guys don't know who she is, or you know, anything like that, and you're not quite sure on how to contour. So I feel like it was actually really easy, and I feel like it was definitely like a beginner's type contouring and highlighting step through. So I will also leave down in the link below Carli bybel's channel. Be sure to check her out. She's like amazing. Make sure to give me a thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure to be on the lookout for this eye look if you guys want to see that as well. That should be posted here on Monday. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video again, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.